Hello YouTube, it's Carlos the Rook, and I'm coming live again to play some chess. I apologize for yesterday's stream. I had some technical difficulties. It stopped streaming like in the middle of the game, and I didn't realize it, or else I would have fixed it and then continued. So I just started the next game and analyzed that. So the concept is the same. I want to play a game or two on chess.com, analyze it afterwards, and we're just trying to get back to 2000. I dropped from like 2023 all the way down to 1850, and we're going to show you how we use good chess technique to get back up to 2000. All right, let's go. All right, we're going to play a longer time control. We did just 10 minutes yesterday with no increment. We're going to go 15 plus 10, so I'll have time to talk and not get in time trouble. All right, let's see if we can get a game. We waiting, see who we get matched up with. Our rating is 1867 now. I played some games earlier. I got up to like 1890, and then I lost some games. So we're gonna make up that ground we lost earlier today. Get back to 1900 and then back to 2000. That's the one thing about this time format. It's harder to get a game. On Lee Chess, it's way much easier to get a game in 1510 than it is on chess.com. I can't even get a 10-5 game on chess.com. People just want to play 10 minutes, no increments. It's telling me to disable my rating range or try more common time control. I want 1510. So I'll wait a few, see if I can get a game. For those that's going out looking for a tournament to play, Chess Zone, I'll be at Chess Zone Saturday. We meeting up. We're gonna do our thing, local tournament. In Roswell, Georgia, get in the zone, Chess Zone. All right, we got a game. All right, it's against Hugo, 1871, 1867, white pieces, E4, we're gonna take the center. C5, Sicilian, knight F3. Okay, which Sicilian are we playing? D6, D4, we're just gonna open it up. Takes. He hit the pawn, we protect the pawn with knight C3. Okay, we're going into a Najdorf. I like F3 here just to stop the knight from coming here because I'm gonna go bishop E3 into an English attack. Okay, he goes E5 right away, knight B3. Knight comes C6. Alright, bishop E3. This bishop going there. E6. Queen D2. Okay, we got our setup. Now we want to cross castle. Okay, he's going to D5 right away. Take. We take, he take, we take. Do we want to take? Yeah, because we can't let him get the bishop. This bishop is our pride and joy. So we have to take. Now, is it going to take with the bishop or is it going to take with the queen? We might have to change up what we want to do. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to cross castle here. Let's see how he played this. He's playing a different line. This is not the main line. He went off into a side line. Because knight c6 was not the move. I should have took a minute to see why knight c6 was not the move. Instead, I just played. Okay, he takes with the queen. He's offering a queen trade. We're going to cross castle. If he takes, we take with the rook. We can't take with the knight because we dropped this pawn. So if we can take with the bishop or the rook. Hold on. If we take with the knight, he take this pawn, then B. b3. So we take with the knight, he take the pawn, b3, traps the bishop. The knight gonna have to come, no, he can go a5, come here, knight there, go there, he go there, we take, hold on. Knight takes, bishop takes, b3, a5, king b2, knight to b4, bishop d2, a4, bishop takes, and this falls. Over a4, can he take? Then I take the bishop. So I can take with the knight if I want to. But I don't want to. We're just going to keep it simple. Now we analyzing. We head into an endgame. He's going to castle. He wants to castle. But we're going to say you're castling into a pawn storm. We think we're better. Oh, I missed knight c5. No, I don't want that pawn because that'll open up on my king side. I don't want that. Okay, let's just pawn storm. g4. I was looking at knight c5, and if he doesn't take, I'm hitting knight b7. But if I take on knight b7, that opens up my king side completely. I don't want that. And if he does take, I could have went bishop c5 and stopped him from castling. So that was that. Now, I don't know if I want to trade rooks just yet. Here, here. P take, I take. Then his rook gets the foul. We don't like that. I'm considering g5. Or do I need to do something on the queen side? g5, but do something on the queen side. So knight c5, bishop takes, rook takes, king takes, check. King back to c1, bishop takes a2, b3, traps the bishop, the knight can come in. I let him take. I'm going Joe g5. I need to make king b1 at some point. At some point, I need to do king b1 because the c file is completely open. I need my king safe. And I got to decide where I want to develop this bishop at. I was thinking bishop d3, but then knight b4 hits it. And I disrupt my pawn chain. So no to bishop d3. See, there you go. King b1, step out of the way of that. And I can go either bishop d3 or bishop e2. And the rook can come over and guard c1. I need to develop this bishop and get a rook over here to guard c1. He takes. I can take with the knight. No. I take with the bishop, because then the bishop could come over here to c3 and put pressure on the e pawn. So now I do like bishop d3. Because I can chop the knight. When the bishop come in, I got bishop d3. And I got nice pressure on the light squares. Okay, so he's going to take the knight. Normally we take this way. And the English attack, you normally take with the c pawn. Then my king is going to be stuck. So I'm going to go this way. That way my king can have a square. Okay, that was a good move. He's hitting the pawn, the bishop. Okay. He's hitting the pawn twice. So I should have took with the other way. I should have took with this pawn. And that wouldn't have happened. He's hitting the pawn twice. He's hitting this pawn. If I go here, he's going to take that pawn. Bishop here. Okay, bishop to c3. Knight captures. Bishop to g2. The knight moves, I get b7. The knight, if he goes e4, I take, he take, rook slides over, and I get the pawn back. All right, let's go there. He tricked me and got my pawn, but I think I can get it back. Okay. This didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but I think it's drawish. So right now I'm fighting for a draw. I think his position is better than mine. I'm fighting for a draw. And if he blunders, I might can get a win. Let's see how this endgame play out. Okay, knight takes. And we're going to pressure that knight. Knight move, we take on b7, hitting the rook, and we get a6. So he has to go e4. We take, he take, rook f1, and the e pawn, and that pawn falls, and we even on material. And my bishop, my dark square bishop, has pressure on the e5 pawn. So I'm good on dark squares. Then I got 3-on-2 on the queen side. So I need to find a way to get these pawns moving and create a passed pawn. Take, take. Rook f1. We'll take this pawn. Okay, what's he gonna do? He's gonna want to get his rook over here on the second file, try and check, force me that way, and then come back for this pawn. He's gonna try and find some way to get this c2 pawn. That's what I would do if I was him. But I think I can protect it. I can get this pawn and then drop back here if need be. But, okay. Okay, you playing chess. You playing chess. We take, you take, we take. Takes, 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 takes here. And he's trying to get a pass pawn. But, and if I don't take, he takes, I takes. Okay, if I don't take, if I say I take the pawn, he takes, I takes, he takes. Slide over here hitting the bishop. You can't go there because you lose it. You can come back that way. Bishop h6. And I don't see no way to punish him. So I got to take. He takes. I take. Take. Alright, he got his pass pawn. And I got a 3-on-2 cluster on the queen side. So I got to get this cluster running. So he's going to try to come up and see if he can get this pawn. Okay, c4 or rook d3 with the idea of rook d7. He's not going to let me just go rook d7 check and pick up a pawn. He'll come up and stop that. So c4. Now his king is going to want to come up and try and get this pawn. But I think I could defend that pretty well. Alright, do we want to come this way for this pawn or this way? Let's go run our king over here to this pawn. Let's go. Rook here, guarding the pawn from this rank. And keeping an eye on this pawn. Okay, he's going to go there. If he take, I take. That's easy money. So that's going up. If he take that, he's done doubling my pawn, and that's just sweet. There's no way he's taking. He can't push. I take that. He needs to play a5 to stop my king from coming here. Because now I want king b4. So yes, a5. That's good. That's a good move. Now, king d4 is an idea. Break the pin. And if you take, I take. My pawns is undoubled. And if you come here and check me, I swing over here. You can take the pawn. I take back with the king. You, hold on, king d4, check, king c5. You drop here to get this pawn. I just take that, and this is running. But if you go king d4, rook d7 check, king c5, takes, takes, then rook d2, king d4, check, over here, take, take, rook d2, here. You take check, I get that. I think it works. And what if he played a4? a4, do I take? If I take, he take, then I could push. Yeah, a4 I take. a4 I take. If he chops the pawn on c4, I take back with my pawn. Then I get connectors. And my idea is c5, king c4. And my king can always drop to c3 to protect my b pawn. And the b pawn stops his a pawn from moving. Okay, we're looking good. I think this position is still drawn. I went from a worse position to a drawn position. We fighting to see what happened, whether it's going to be a draw or somebody wins. Okay, take back with the pawn. And I just go back there and protect. Protect. So I think it's pretty drawn. I don't think either one of us is winning right now. It's just going to go down to in-game technique. My idea is just to push P. Push the C pawn off the board and just put some pressure on him. He needs to come stop that. So his rook has to come back to... Whoa. I said whoa. Okay, we're going to protect the rook because he's trying to exploit a pin, stop me from pushing. And I'm saying that had to be wrong. That had to be wrong because I can push. Now you don't guard the C pawn any longer, and I can push. And my king is in the square. Okay, we're gonna have to do some math. Check. Well, let's say I push. C5. Rook takes. King takes. His king has to come back. I'm in the square. He had to come back here. I push. He push. I push. He could stop me. So he's in the square. He can get in the square. But let's say I push, take, king come. I'll come up. King come. Hold on. Push. He take. I take. King has to come back. Here. I'll push again. You go here. I'll push. You go there and stop me. So push. Take. King come back. My king is here. If you come back, then I go here and get this pawn. Are we cooking? Are we cooking? Or are we about to get cooked? Either we cooking or we about to get cooked. I'm not sure, but I think this is winning. I think I'm winning. Yeah, you can go there. I'm going to push up. And now let me get this pawn. Then I take that pawn. Nope, let me get that. You can get that one. You can get that one, but I'm going to get this one and queen. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. But I had a pawn move. Now you got to get out of my way. Now you got to get out of my way. I messed up. I supposed to went king to g7 to stop him. Now you got to get out of my way. Yeah. I kind of think you can have that pawn. Easy, baby. Easy. This is how we doing it. Easy. That's an easy queen. We was cooking. We did not get cooked this time. We was cooking. Oh my goodness. That was completely drawn, but he moved his rook to the wrong square. And that's how he lost. So he resigns. Good game, Hugo. Good game. All right, let's do a game review. All right, we got 2 great moves. He got 1 great move. 4 misses. We got a 2200 rating. He got 2100. All right, let's see. E4, C5, knight F3, D6, D4, takes, knight F6, knight C3, A6, knight off. And here I go F3, E5, this is all book, knight B3, and knight C6 is not the move. Bishop E7 is the move I know. So I didn't know knight C6 and bishop G5. Okay, bishop G5 is what I was supposed to play. I didn't know that. Let me see, bishop G5. And what does it want? It's not showing what the continuation is. It's just saying bishop G5 was best. Okay, let's resume. Bishop E6, Queen D2, D5. This made me think about what Dan was saying earlier on his stream, Dan the Man, that if somebody play a sideline, an offbeat sideline you know ain't the best move and you don't know the refutation, then you really not performing well. So D5 here. So I'm supposed to took with the knight. Takes. They wanted me to take that. He takes, I takes. Bishop E7. So knight C5 was the move. And explain. Bishop takes, F6, bishop D3, king F7, rook on 8, doubling up the rooks, and B3. This is what he wanted. So he went bishop E7. I went H4. The engine does not like H4. Castles. G4. The engine doesn't like G4. Rook on F to D8. It doesn't like G5. It wanted bishop D3. But I didn't do bishop D3 because I thought, see it's saying A5 here. I thought knight B3. So hold on. The reason I didn't do bishop D3 is because here, I thought that was hitting the bishop, and when you take, I take, you take, it disrupts my pawn chain, but it's just saying go bishop D5, and you clear. Wow, I missed bishop D5. I completely missed the bishop D5, bishop E4. I missed bishop E4. So I went G5, which was the wrong move. It gives black an advantage. Rook on A to C8. He loses his advantage with that move. It wasn't just C3, stopping any shenanigans instead of moving the king over. Takes. And I supposed to took with the pawn. I realized that when he came in with this knight. Here. Whoa, it wasn't bishop D3 instead of bishop G2? Gave him a great move for that. It didn't like that. It wanted H3 to break at the pawns. I take, he take back. And here it's a completely drawn position with black having a slight advantage of 0.49. Very slight. It doesn't like that move. So it did want rook D3. I wasn't sure if it was C4 or rook D3. It wanted rook D3, just force him to respond. It doesn't like rook F4. It wants the king. And here we move up, protect the pawn. He go A5. The engine, I thought A5 was a great move. The engine don't think so. And I go here, and my idea is just to break this pin and try and get around. He takes, I takes. And rook B7 is a mistake. I got the advantage now. Rook B7. I knew that was wrong. Because it want the rook to drop back? The rook? Instead of the king? How? The rook dropped back. Ha- Oh, because the king gonna go forward with this pawn. That's why we don't care about this king getting this pawn. Because we push him down here with the king. The king is going to walk the C pawn down. This rook going to guard the B pawn and stop this pawn from coming forward. And the rook going to have to give itself up for the C pawn. I didn't see that. So I know this was wrong. That was wrong also. It wanted me to drop the rook back. I felt that was wrong. That's wrong? How? So taking was he's supposed to drop back. Taking was a losing move. Take, and here's just textbook. Take that. I wanted me to move that there. But here, I realized I had to move. He moves back. And then I just runs over here to get this pawn. And it's easy. Easy. Alright. Let's see if we can get a new game. Get one more game. Oh, we got a game. Let's go. 1951, 1875. Let's go. Ooh. F4. We're going to go D5. Just take the center. Stop the shenanigans. E3. C6. Right now I'm thinking knight F6. Bishop G4. Followed by E6. Yeah, Bishop G4 first. Just pin the knight. And I'm fine with giving up this bishop because I want E6 and it's going to be a light square bishop. Bishop D3. Hold on, I got somebody in the chat asking me, do we want to play? This will be the last game. We can play next time. Shout out to High PT. You know, we can play next time. Shout out to Titus in the chat. All right, let's go. Bishop D3. That looks very unorthodox because he's blocking in his D pawn. So I really don't like that. Oh, he said he's 2081. He'll beat the brakes off me. You know, it's 2081. I'm only 1800. Well, I could play on that level. I'm trying to get back to playing on that level. But I definitely play you. Next time I log in live, jump on. Let's go. We can do a challenge. Send me a friend request, and next time I stream, we can play. Okay, this bishop here. I think that bishop is wrong. Bishop D3. But how can I punish it? He's probably wanting C3 and tuck the bishop in. I don't know exactly how to punish it. I'm thinking knight A6, but then A3 stops me from coming here. No, that is it. Knight A3, force him to give up the bishop. I double up my pawns, but it forced him to give up the bishop. But it ruined my pawn structure. Alright. I don't know if I want to destroy my pawn structure if he takes. Knight A6. If he takes, I take, and my pawn structure is just wrecked. So no. We're going to go knight F6. Just going to keep it structured. We're going to play structured fundamental chess. That's what Dina teaches in the Russian chess school. We're going to take. We had no problem. We knew when we set it there we were going to take because we want to put all our pawns on a light square and form a pyramid. He takes back. Okay, we just want to finish development. I'm not sure which side I'm going to castle on. Let's see what he does. I can castle either side. I want bishop d6. Bishop d6. I want to control the dark square. So now, see, now that I got my pawns on the light squares, this bishop, the dark square bishop, is my good bishop. So I got rid of the light square bishop because it would have been the bad bishop. That's why I got it outside of the pawn chain before I close my pawn chain off. So now it's like I'm playing a good French. Okay, he's going to come here trying to hit at my pawn chain. That doesn't bother me at all. Bishop d6. I want knight d7, c5 or e5 is an option. Just depends on what he plays. If he captures, I'm taking back with the c pawn and I'll castle king side. And this king sitting in the middle. And we're just going to say, I can get to you before you get to me. That's what we're going to say. Whether it's true or not, we're going to find out. Okay, he castles. We castle. Keep it safe. Develop your pieces. Castle the king. So we need to develop this knight. Find out where we want to put the queen. Okay, he's bringing another knight in. We want knight d7. Maybe queen c7, e5 is an idea. That will open up the f file where he got the queen and rook piled in on. But my rook is here, so it's nothing. Easy breezy. So where do we want the queen? And do we want c5 or e5? Oh, he takes, we take c pawn. Okay, we got a file open for our rook. Knight b5 is an idea, hitting the bishop. What was bishop c2 for? a6 stopping that knight from coming in. Now I want knight c5. I want knight c5 and I just want control of e4 square. Oh, he stopped it. I should have went knight c5 first. I should have went knight c5 first. Alright, rook c8. Okay, bishop d2. Yeah. We see you, we see you. b5 just getting some space on the queen side. Alright, how are we gonna break this pawn chain he got? He's got a Dutch defense thing going. To crack it is normally a knight that cracks this. You gotta hit the base, that e3 pawn. So I need a knight to come here. So we threatening knight c4. So he's gonna have to stop that. Yeah, we want knight c4. I don't really want to take the bishop because that dark square bishop is super bad. But I want to get to this e3 pawn, and the bishop does defend that pawn. Because this f4 pawn is just annoying me. Okay, he's moving the bishop back. All right, let's go ahead, go up. Oh, I should have moved his bishop first, cause then the knight could have came to d6 and then into e4. You're just gonna force him to create some weakness. Either you gotta protect the b pawn or push b3 to create some weaknesses in his position. So all we want to do, create some weaknesses. Bishop e7. Now my idea is knight d6 to e4. I just want to get this square. And the rook take, queen take, that's easy. Then my queen is in. So he doesn't want to do that. Which knight? Oh, so he did do that. Okay, now he's going to have to go bishop d2 to stop the queen from infiltrating. Or maybe, yes, he needs to go bishop d2 to stop the queen from infiltrating. Okay, he's going to move the knight. I mean the bishop to hit the knight. We'll bring the rook over to protect it. So we can move the knight like we want. If he takes, I takes, I'm fine with that. You giving up your bishop. Alright, so he's trying to stop me from coming in. Okay, he's stopping me from hitting that square. Let's just go up here with the queen. We can move the rook over to the c file. Just slowly improve the position. When you don't know what to do, you just slowly improve your position. He has a strong defense that I can't crack through right now. So I'm not going to force it and end up blundering. This is what a lot of people do. They force things and end up blundering, making a mistake. So as long as I don't blunder, I should be good. Okay, now he plays c3. I mean b3 with that pawn to keep the knight out. I'm just going to put the rook over here. I'm improving my rook. I'm saying this file is going to be mine. Maybe swing it around this way. Now that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. How about we copy his homework and mirror him? Knight here, f5, bring knight back to f6, and then we can go there. And if he chop, we chop with the pawn. Maybe we should have went knight d7, hitting the bishop, threatening to win a pawn, forcing him to take. Whoa. What you doing, buddy? Protect the rook. I wanted to go queen a5, but that leaves the rook hanging. No, I can't go queen a5. Because if you take that, I take you with check. Yeah, queen a5. If the bishop captures the knight, I take the rook with check. He's pinned. Alright. Either we cooking or we getting cooked. I don't know which one it is yet, but either we cooking or we getting cooked. I'm not sure yet. He can't take the knight because it's check here. And if he swings the rook, I'm threatening this pawn. If he swings the rook up to protect it, then I got queen to e1 check. And the bishop has to come back. And I'm just infiltrating. Okay, he's thinking now. He's thinking. All right, queen back to protect. Yeah, yeah. So I can take the pawn. Yasa Serwin says a pawn is a pawn. And you know we pawn grabbers. We went to the University of Pawn Grabbers. But we also know every pawn, some pawns are poisoned. So if I take this pawn, he takes my knight, I take the rook, the queen takes back, I take that knight, I take the bishop with the knight. He can't come down and check me, but he can come down here and hit the knight and the bishop same time. Bishop drops back to f8. We're not worried about any back ranks just yet. He doesn't have a dark square bishop. He won't have a dark square bishop. I'm not sure if we cooking or getting cooked. Take, check, take back, take back. You can't check. We can drop here. We drop back. I think we good. Hold on, can my queen get trapped? Take. Here. Can we get out? If he goes b4. Yeah, we can go here, but then the queen comes there. Oh, no, 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 no. If we take b4, how are we getting out? If I take this pawn b4, I can go queen here to a4. Bishop c2. Queen can always go to a3. That looks tricky. That looks tricky. That looks tricky. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's say I go here. You take, I take, you take. Let's say I go bishop h4. You take, I take, you take, I take. Queen can't go here, and queen can't go there. We should be good. All right, bishop h4. I'm not sure if this is a good move or not, but I just want to put some pressure there. And now I'm threatening to take this pawn because that knight, I can get that knight. Or maybe I should have took the pawn with the idea of b4, bishop h4. I should have did it the other way around. I should have did it the other way around. Take the pawn if b4, bishop h4, and I'm threatening to get that knight. With a check. So I think I missed my move. I missed my move. Move order is really important. Like that's one thing I learned from doing puzzles and tactics. That move order means a lot. You gotta have the right move order. Okay, he sees it. And he's not gonna let me do that. Sack the rook. You take, I take. No. I'll bring the queen back. We go on king side. There's nothing happening on the queen side. I did that wrong. I supposed to took the pawn first, then bishop h4 would have been a response for b4. And my queen wouldn't have got trapped. I thought my queen would have get trapped. So that's why I didn't take the pawn. It was move order. If he takes the knight, I'm taking the rook first. Or am I going to? So he's not going to take the knight. He's not going to take the knight. The game is dead even. Do we push a pawn? That might be wrong. We got space. Do we want to take here? You take, I take. All right, let's give my king some luft. Let's do that first. There will be no back rank mates. this game. Let's give my king some space. We're gonna do that first. Give us some space. I can take the queen and rooks off and see if he's any good at the end game. Oh, the rook come off. Now let's get the queens off. That's what I'm. Okay, we're gonna get the queens off next, and we're gonna see how good his end game is. Okay, take. I just take with the knight. That's easy. Oh, I take. You take. Swing up. Queen protects. Take, take. Queen c6. I don't want to do that. If you take, I take with the knight. You take, I take. Now control this file. Take, take here. I want to trade queens. I don't see a way to force a queen trade. Maybe come back here with the bishop, hit that, and then, no, you're just going to take, but I take. Come back here with the bishop, a5. If you take, I take. And if you take, I can't take, so no, that don't work. How about just here? And then a5, a5, you take, I take, you take, I can't take. But I can come in here. That don't work. We're just gonna go queen c7. All right, we down on time. We got to move faster. We losing on time. 7.5 minutes to 5 minutes. We need to move faster. Take. I said we taking. Oh, we might should have took with the pawn. Okay. The knight's trying to come to this square. I see you. I see you. All right, h5 is an idea. Okay, he's going after this pawn. You take that. I check you. You gotta go up there. No, you can fall back with the bishop and block. Then I check you. see if I'm setting up a trap. I'm just trying to see if I can set up a trap. He checks. I go up. You don't get another check. You can take that. I take that. I'm watching this check on E8. The knight protects that. If you take that knight, I take with the pawn. Hold on. He takes this knight. I take with the pawn. Then he take the queen here. Take the knight this way. And if I take, he forks me here on E8. Sneaky. Sneaky. Alright, where my king go? I go here. Away from the check. King H8 away from the check. No forks. No forks for this knight. He tried to get me. He tried to fork me here. He's gonna take, I take, he take, I take, and fork. That's what he tried. No sirree, I see that. He tried to cook us. He tried to put us in the crock pot like a lamb chop. Alright, what now? He can't take this pawn because he's gonna get checkmated. It'd be check, you could block, check. Okay, so now he's cutting that off. He's cutting that off. So my queen can't come in. Do we go after the knight? We go after the knight? Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one on time. We're getting real low, down to 3 minutes. He has a what? 4 minute advantage on us. He takes that. Oh, because he could take here. He could take twice here. He can take twice here. So I go here. If he take that, I go here, he take that. I go here. You got the pawn. And you hitting that twice. You hitting both knights twice. So I take the knight. He take mine. Alright, I think we cooked. We just cooked. We are cooked. If I take, queen take, we down a pawn and it's a pass pawn, so that don't work. So if I move here, I move here, with the idea of taking here. Yeah, that's how we do it. Here. You gotta check. I go here, you gotta check. And that's just mate. I made it. He made me. He made me. Ah, he made me. Because if I go here, the bishop comes there, and it's just over. It's over. Here, check. We come out. I was trying to get the knight here and find a way to get in, and I just fumbled. I completely fumbled this. Here, check. King has to come back down. Check. Hitting the queen. I didn't think you gotta take the queen. Because I go here, and that's mate. So it's here. I go here. Here, check. King comes down. Here, check. King go back up. Queen mates. That's a mate. Mate in 3. And this game is completely over. Is there any way to save it? Any way to block? I don't see it. Let him go ahead and get his mate. He earned it. Let him get it. Oh, this is just a mate in 1. Shoot. Okay, we fumbled that one. We lost. Let's do a quick game review. It hurts to lose. Alright, pawn sacrifice. I accept you as a friend. Next time we can play. Alright, we're going to review. He came up with a F4, D5, E3, C6. It wanted G6 to fine kettle the bishop. But I like doing this type of setup on my pawn chain. Knight F3, Bishop G4, Bishop D3 was a mistake. I knew it looked horribly, horribly wrong. So they just wanted me to go E5 right away. E5. It wants F captures, Knight D7, castles, Knight captures, Bishop E2, Knight takes, Bishop takes, E6. So that's what the engine wanted. But I went Knight F6. Just trying to develop. I already said I wanted to take. We did that. E6. It doesn't want E6. It wants Knight D7. So the idea Knight D7 E5 because somebody said that in chat. It doesn't give anything else. It just say Knight D7, Queen G3. It don't give anything else. So it's not really saying what it wanted. Let's go back here. Knight F6. Take. E6. I set my pyramid up. C4. That was the wrong move. It wanted me to go Knight A6 right there. To go at the Knight A6 to go at the bishop right then and there. I was playing a little too fast in this opening. Castles. Castle. Knight C3 developing. Knight D7 developing. Take. Bishop C2. It doesn't want A6, it wants Rook C8. D4. Rook C8 now. Bishop D2. B5, gaining space. Rook C1. Knight B6. Bishop E1. Knight C4. It didn't want Knight C4, it wanted Queen D7. Knight D1 in inaccuracy. Black is slightly better now. Oh, so instead of Bishop D7, it wanted Queen E7. Bishop D3. I'll move back. Takes. Bishop B4. So it wanted me to go with the knight in there. I didn't want to do that and break up my pawn structure right away. Let me look at that real quick. Take, take, and the queen falls. And what if you take back? Oh, you can't take back with the knight because you lose the bishop. So that's why I didn't do that. I went rook e8. It wants him to take the knight, but he's trying to keep the pin. It didn't like that move. Double up the rooks, controlling the file. And yes, I said that after I moved, I should have went knight d7. I knew it. After I moved, I should have went knight d7. I knew that was the move, hitting that bishop. I knew it. Rook c1, queen a5. It want me knight hit the bishop again. Queen d1, bishop h4. Oh, that was the best move in the position. I wasn't sure or not, but it was. a3, drop the queen. f4 was my idea. f4, knight f6 was an idea, but I didn't implement it. Bishop b4, g6. It just wants f4. I mean f5. f5 is what it wants. f5, setting up a similar structure, symmetry. Copy the key at homework. That's all you had to do. Take, a4 is an inaccuracy. It wanted me to take, here, queen a1, and here I tried to be cute. It got me in trouble. I'm trying to set up a mate, and my idea was if the queen takes this, then I go here, check, you go here, check. Oh shoot, that knight blocking it, so you can't do that. Woo! That would have got me cooked too. So what would have been the move here? It was just h5, hitting the knight. Bishop captures d6, knight captures d6, queen captures d6, h captures g4. That would have been the line. That would have been the line. So this is what I was trying to set him up for. However, it didn't work. He didn't fall for my okie doke. He went knight f6 checking us, and he's trying to trick us because he wanted us to go here. And he wanted to take this. We take back. He take this. If we take this, we forked. That's what he's setting us up for. So what's the move here? It's saying this is still drawn. If I would have did that, what's the move? Oh, just king captures f6. King captures f6 and he don't get the fork. Oh my God! Just king. How do you not see that? It's simple. But then he gets this pawn. Can he take this? Can he? Yeah, he can take that. And then I can go with my knight f5 idea, and I'm not getting cooked. It was knight e4 is best. Knight e4. And then we just brutalizing these dark squares. So that's what we could have went into that line. I thought that was a losing line. And that's why I went here trying to avoid the fork. So he goes here with the bishop. And that is the losing move. Queen d8 is the losing move. What was best? Here, just holding on to that pawn. Trying to hit that knight, wasn't going to do it because he hit the pawn and he had hit both knights twice. That's why I lost. Queen a6 was the move. I mean, queen c8, protecting a6 was the move. Then the queen has to go over there and the position is completely drawn. So all I had to do was queen a6, and I hold a position. But I went queen d8, and he takes, and it's over. It's just completely over from here. I get checkmated. Oh, that was upsetting. Won one, lost one. Thank you to everybody who watched the stream. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Next time we stream, I'll play some people in chat if you want to. Have a nice day, and goodbye, YouTube. Thank you.